Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Andrew Can, and together we can game. If you're joining us from the previous episode, welcome back. If you're just joining us, welcome. I'm going to put a playlist annotation and an annotation to the previous episode up above now. But before we get started, I'd like to apologize. The reason being is I had to restart the game because my original video of this got corrupted, so I have to redo it. That being said, this will be on easy mode. Before it was on normal, but the reason it's on easy mode is quite frankly, can't wait to be king, kick my butt. So, without much ado about nothing, let's get started. I know I used that incorrectly. Now like last time, the hyenas will try to attack you. The best thing to do is just dodge, wait for them to get tired, and jump on them. Or not. They only take one hit, so it's pretty simple. And they're down. Once they're down, you come over here. Now this is one of those things in The Lion King. You have damaged health, so let's go down here. Nope. Let's go up here to get more health. It's kind of like that. If you risk to go up on the spine here, you get more reward. Now, coming up, you're going to want to avoid that black bug, because if you get it, well, I missed the opportunity, but if you get it, it hurts you. And you don't want to be hurt, trust me. So, let's keep going through the level. I almost died. But before we get further, let's get this bonus beetle. I also like the little detail of the bones that like fly off screen once you walk past it. I thought that was a very nice touch. I'd also like to say this does a great reinterpretation of the song Be Prepared. So I'm going to let you listen to a bit of it. And I also would like to say the background is beautiful. All the elephant carcass, it really gives you that feel of the elephant graveyard, which is where we're supposed to feel like we are. So, on easy mode, you just have to hit them once and you're done. Now, if you remember the tail swinging from the rhinos, it's pretty much recaptured, but on the bones here. Now, this is pretty easy compared to the rhinos, but if you fall, you will die immediately. So you're going to want to do this. And it introduces a new enemy, these vultures. These vultures are a pain in the butt, and you're going to want to kill them immediately. They can take a little bit to kill, but once you kill them, it's very satisfying and they're no longer a problem. See? And another thing, I love their death animation. Virgin did a great job. You know, they could have just had it, fade off or just, do something, but all the death animations in this game are amazing. Alright, you come over here to another vulture. Come on. I feel like we're playing tag. Tag! You're dead. Now, if you come up here, I believe there are some health if you got hit by those vultures. This is pretty difficult to do. This is kind of like the tail swinging earlier. If I can't get this, I'll just move past it, but let's try a few more times. Alright, 2 more times. Let's keep going. Okay, 1 more time. Alright, well that was my last attempt at that. We're greeted by another vulture. Best thing is if they're on the ground, they're instantly one hit. Now there's 2 ways to get over this. You can do that, or you can do that. Also over here there was health. That's why you heard Simba yell, cool. When you grab health, he goes, cool. Now, that's a Black Widow. The bug before it wasn't a Black Widow, but they do the same thing. They both injure Simba. Alright. I could have sworn there was a vulture up here, but apparently not. Roll down here to the tarp. Now you don't want to stay on that tarp for too long because they can break. But without further ado, let's get past this element, which is wall jumping. Ooh, that was close. Wall jumping is a pretty cool aspect in this game. They definitely thought everything through. Now here, if you keep going forward, you would have died because it's kind of a tease. We had the Rafiki symbol, so we're halfway, or not halfway, but we're a quarter. Now this part, you want to avoid the geysers, or you can die. If you hit the geysers, you instantly die. There's the death animation. Not a stranger to that. this is more difficult than it should be for some reason for me. So let's keep doing this. There we go. Now this isn't hard. You just gotta really push it, because if you get hit, it's pretty unforgiving. Come on. Whew. Now in this part, you're gonna want to run across the tusk, run over here. You're gonna have to run fast, and you're gonna want to get over there. You're gonna want to kill that. That one took 2. That you just had to roll on. Be careful. Hyenas. If you don't have health, they were generous and gave you health. You don't have to kill them. You can roll past. These I'd recommend killing, because if you don't, they're a pain. Now, they're really nice here, and they tempt us with some 1-ups, so you don't want to stay on that for too long, because it can break. Here's some extra health. Now, you're going to want to land on here. If you don't, you have to restart the level. And you don't want to do that. You have to run through all that again. So let's go up here. But we're greeted with hyenas. Now they're tired, or he's tired. Second one will fall from the ceiling. He's a little bit more difficult than our first one we had to fight, but still, 1 hit kills him. And without further ado, we progress and finish this level. But we've been watched. Alright, let's do the bug toss. Hopefully I can do better on this one. I need to do better on these. I promise I can actually do pretty well. But we will save that for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a nice day.